I find the whole AI controversy to be absolutely fascinating because, on one hand, if you are let's say, a video game creator and you're using AI art in your video game, you're going to get the community outraged. I'm not kidding. Like, there will be people going out of their way to boycott your video game, quite a significant number of them. Even though, like, using AI in video games now is difficult, I have seen it on Steam where people get a lot of negative reviews for doing it. And I think the reason is that many artists from these communities are beloved individuals, and they have trained for years in order to do the work which is required. And when you have like a program that can replace them and they end up out of a job, their fans want to support the artist, right? So I understand, the whole controversy with like standing in the way of technology and whatever, but I'm trying to describe what is happening. So like, if you try to make a video game with AI, or you try to make like anything with AI, you're going to have fans that are upset, right? There is an exception to this, however, where the AI is actually encouraged, and people can't wait until it develops fast enough to replace the individuals. And this has to do with localizers and voice actors. I find it fascinating, right? Like the thing with the voice actors, especially if you look at the lady that plays Azula, like these are individuals that are incredibly toxic, incredibly arrogant, incredibly disrespectful to the fans. They are incredibly opinionated, highly political, to the point where you wonder why they didn't get a job at CNN yet, or why aren't they a Democrat operative, because they talk more about politics than they actually talk about the video games or the movies that they're making. These are individuals that are incredibly antagonistic. They do their best in order to stir the bowels of the internet on a daily basis. And now these are the individuals that are crying at the internet that they're getting replaced. And they're really shocked, like they're genuinely amazed when the internet is telling them, yeah, I hope the AI advances further. So they go and they freak out, they try to cancel Asmongold and other ridiculous stuff. A lot of people didn't understand what I was saying, because I was saying, it's like, I hope they do manage. I hope they do manage to cancel Asmongold, because like, if you take someone that has 2 million fans, and you're basically saying to the 2 million fans that they're not allowed to see their entertainer anymore, I don't think that goes well. A lot of individuals thought that I actually have something against Asmongold. No, like my point is, if you have someone that wants to kick a bear in the nuts, and you're like, you know what? I mean, I tried my best to prevent them, but like, if they keep insisting, fine, go do it. It's kind of like that. It's not that I wanted Asmongold to be cancelled, and I don't even think they can do it. But these individuals, like, I'm astonished by how antagonistic they can be. Like, their level of arrogance and narcissism, like, you would think that they are God's gift on earth or something by the way they are behaving. So anyway, right? These individuals are having their comeuppance, especially now that someone used AI in order to redub the anime. I can't play it because of copyright reasons, but they're basically using the anime to completely replace the voice actress and to do a proper job, right? Because they were saying, well, no, it can't be done. It's impossible. Like, imagine if Indiana Jones would have said, if you are part of the cisgender, heteronormative, capitalist patriarchy, you can't drink from the holy chalice. And when people will look at what? He would be like, well, it's Latin, you bigot. It's Latin. You can't translate it word for word into English. You got to localize it a little bit. It is astonishing, though. Not only did they manage to piss off the internet, but at the same time, when the internet gets pissed off, they are throwing more gasoline on the fire. Because I'm looking at what these localizers are tweeting. It's like they enjoy this. Like, dude, it's your job, Like, you're getting paid for a living. It's not only that, like, I am willing to bet. I know that this is sounding crazy. I know that I'm going to say some rubbish now, but please bear with me. I'm willing to bet that there's some localizer that may actually be good people. Like, you may genuinely have a localizer that actually likes anime and is actually trying to do a good job. Right? And because of these other localizers that are being antagonistic, this other guy who did nothing is now being in the crosshairs. I don't know what to say. I mean, it's impossible that you can make the claim that they don't understand the internet Like, anyone that uses the internet for more than 2 years knows it's like, just... The thing that is even funnier, right, is that most of the people who watch anime today, and I say this and I genuinely believe it, they do not watch anime because anime is so amazing. Because I remember when I grew up, most people didn't even know what anime is. Like, most people would say Japanese cartoons and they would be corrected. It's like, it's anime! Anime! It's pronounced anime! Do you guys remember that? Any of you old enough to remember that? Okay, that's how it was when I grew up, right? Most people were watching Western entertainment because it was superior. I remember SWAT Cats, Johnny Quest, you know, like you actually had really cool stuff that was happening in the West. But unfortunately, you have like all these activists and all these agitators that started infusing their politics and making the shows bland and sanitized. So a lot of people were like, hey, you know, like, anime isn't sanitized. It's still cool. I mean, you can watch anime, and it's about a diverse set of things. You know, you got this anime where a girl is turned into a spider and she's leveling up. You got this other anime where people are just beating themselves up over some orbs. You know, like, people started watching anime to get away from the Western entertainment. And here you have the same agitators who try initially to change anime. It doesn't work. So now what they are attempting to do is like, well, if we can't change it, we can mess with the translations. So we still inject our politics. And the reason, you know, I get why heel versus babyface was annoyed about current deism and pronouns and stuff. Most people just want to relax when they're entertaining. Like, most people just want to watch a cartoon or whatever without being reminded of current day problems. Like, you got a cartoon with a dragon maid, okay? I don't want to get no pronouns. I don't want to get no nothing, okay? Like, nothing from the real world, nothing from the current day is that I want to see in this cartoon. There should be absolutely nothing that reminds me about the current socio-political climate. Because the moment it does, it triggers me, right? Like the whole reason that I watch these cartoons is to relax. I want to relax. I want to unwind, you know? Like they keep saying, well, men don't cry and blah, blah, blah. Well, we don't need to cry. We need to watch anime. I need to watch a girl smiling with big tits and forget about the problems, right? Like, it like this right here, like this disconnects my brain. It disconnects my brain. I'm able to recharge, all right? And once the anime is over, my brain charges back. I need this in my life. And I think like every man does. Every man, maybe like you don't like anime, you do something else. My point is, every man needs some downtime where they're like disconnecting from everything. And they're trying to re-energize themselves for a new day. If you constantly remind them of the real world, then they can't do that. And then you get the angry men. Well, that's how you get them. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.